Good morning, thanks for joining us. I'm Michelle Clemens. Right next door, less than 100 yards or less than a football field away, this is Howe Elementary School. Take a look at just how dry this land is. The DNR and firemen say this is a normal sized pumpkin, this is the giant pumpkin. So if your water's running and the city's paying the bill, where's the money coming from? Now if you take a look, you can see this tree down. I can see a lot more muddy rain boots like this than cowboy boots. There could be more hay in Cow's future, and farmers say it's crumbling away. Police say the strong winds caused some tents to topple. In central Wisconsin, authorities are trying to figure out what caused an explosion that killed 2 people. A viewer sent us this video showing how large the fire is. We're also following developing news in Milwaukee after a decade behind bars. Today, the celebrations continue for Favre's induction into the Hall of Fame. A new video shows a moment a U-Haul trailer exploded in Marathon County. And take a look at this photo tweeted out by the Milwaukee Police Department. I love those 80s too.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Well, veterans of all wars are being honored this weekend at a ceremony in Wausau.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin with team coverage of breaking news. Those who saw and heard the shooting are talking about what they witnessed. Michelle Clemens joins us now live from the scene to share stories of how they feared for their lives. Michelle.
Bill, I talked to several people today who say while this is a quiet area right now, it was much different last night. They told me all about what they call a chaotic scene. Dulce Rodriguez parked her car in this parking lot, crossed the bridge, and went to the park last night, like she's done many times before.
Before we knew it, there was a cop with a rifle, and we're like, wait, what just happened?
On the other side of the bridge, the scene was much the same.
It was just total chaos. It was like something out of a movie. All you could see was red and blue flashing lights everywhere. And you heard car doors, and you heard trunk shutting, and cops yelling back and forth. And he's like, either you need to get down or you need to get in your house.
We looked past through the bridge and we saw what looked like 1 or 2 bodies.
It had to be like 50, 60 people that came running off trail. And it was like kids and strollers and parents, and there was a little girl that was crying, and all she would say was, there was a guy with a gun, there was a guy with a gun, there was a guy with a gun.
Terror filled the area.
You didn't know where he was. It was very nerve-wracking.
What was going through your head when you didn't know where the shooter was?
I'm about to die.
Looking back on the situation, Rodriguez says she and her friend were fortunate. She needed to cross the bridge to get back to her car.
That easily, had we gotten up a few minutes earlier to leave, that could have been us.
Now they're questioning safety in an area they thought was secure.
It makes us a little nervous when it comes, because you never think of something like this is ever going to happen.
This isn't supposed to happen here. It's supposed to be safe.
The people I spoke to today say it is going to take them a while before they feel safe here again. Reporting live in Menasha, Michelle Clemens, Action 2 News.
It was a snowy and slushy day in Shawano today, but not every one of the Shawano County Highway Department's trucks were on the roads. Michelle Clemens shows us in our top story today. Crews there were rushing to finish getting ready for winter.
Snow and slush weren't the only things flying in Shawano County today. Inside the Shawano County Highway Department's garage, sparks flew as crews raced to put snowplows on the remainder of the department's trucks. The early blast of winter weather.
We've averaged right around 2 to 3 inches on the west end of the county, a little less further east.
Took crews off guard.
Because it came earlier, we weren't as prepared, no.
It kind of puts you in a bind when it's a little earlier than normal.
Last week, the trucks had a different job.
We're still finishing up some construction projects that we had from earlier in the summer.
So each truck that looked like this all summer needs a makeover.
And once the front harnesses are assembled and attached to the frame of the truck, then it goes over to this station over here where they'll hook up the front plows to the harness.
There's several steps and tools used to make the switch. Crews use a lot of tools, but they also spend a lot of hours making sure each truck is ready for the snow. Putting one plow on one truck takes about 7 hours.
Today we'll do right around 10 to 12 trucks.
To finish out a fleet of 43 trucks.
We should be ready to go after today, yep.
Reporting in Shawano County, Michelle Clemens, Action 2 News. It's National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day.
We're going to an ugly sweater party. They seem to be the new thing these days. Gotta have that hipster touch.
Stuff with a lot of things on, like a snowman, Christmas lights.
The not-so-subtle sweaters seem to be everywhere you look. Even the Packers are getting in on the action. some may say it's cheesy, but check out this green and gold sweater. They're extremely popular.
You couldn't even get to the routers because there were so many people looking at the different Christmas sweaters.
Lots of people are heading to thrift stores to try to get their hands on one of these adorably ugly items. And those stores are taking advantage of the trend.
They're a hot item like this time of the year, so they do get priced higher.
But they're so popular, now they're hard to find.
These were packed full, and as you can see, they're quite light from what they were before. I would say over 100 sweaters in the last 2 days that we've probably sold of just the Christmas sweaters.
I think we're kind of sold out.
So some party goers are getting creative, buying kits to make their own or simply decorating a regular sweater.
They've been buying decorations, lights, bulbs, just a whole bunch of stuff. It was really neat how they was doing it.
Some even taking a new approach.
They whip it around like the Batman cape.
They're buying 3 skirts and putting them around.
And those thrift stores, happy they may have a newfound customer base.
They didn't even know the store was here, but now they do because they heard about our ugly sweaters.
Reporting in Green Bay, Michelle Clemens, Action 2 News.